Kevin gasped for air, his chest rising and falling as he surveyed the forest around him. Chaos reigned in every direction. Trees lay uprooted, their roots clawing at the sky, while fires roared in patches, consuming the remnants of nature's sanctuary. His torn and dirtied shirt clung to his battered frame, exposing ribs that strained with each breath. Blood trickled from a gash on his brow, sliding down to his lips. He licked it absent-mindedly, his exhaustion apparent, yet his spirit unwavering. Kevin's stubborn determination burned brighter than any of the flames surrounding him. He smiled weakly. Damn, this is one hell of a fight. If I'm not careful, it'll be my last. Who knew you'd get this strong? Kevin's gaze shifted to his opponent, his friend, Gabriel. Gabriel leaned against a scorched tree trunk, his chest heaving as he struggled to catch his breath. He was in no better shape than Kevin, his body battered and streaked with soot and blood. Yet he grinned back, defiant, his eyes glinting with the same unyielding resolve. Behind him, a blazing inferno painted his silhouette in stark contrast to the darkness of the forest. You underestimated me, Gabriel said, wiping the crimson streak from his lip. Give up, Kevin. Then we can patch you up later. Kevin chuckled, stretching his limbs as if preparing for a casual spar. What's the fun in that? Before the words left his lips, Gabriel vanished. In a heartbeat, he reappeared behind Kevin, unleashing a massive torrent of fire. The flames roared, engulfing Kevin and consuming a vast portion of the forest in their wake. Gabriel poured everything into the attack, his fiery onslaught relentless until the inferno died down. He smirked, surveying the scorched ground, but there was no sign of Kevin's body. Finally, Gabriel muttered, turning around, only to freeze. Kevin stood perched on a tree branch just a few feet away, smoke curling off his charred frame. His smile remained as wide as ever, though one eye was now squeezed shut, blood trickling down his temple. Electricity crackled around him, the air alive with static. Finally decided to get serious, Kevin taunted, his voice brimming with excitement. His tattered shirt barely clung to his body, exposing wounds that marred his skin. Sparks of electricity began to swirl faster, encircling him like a storm. Considering your strength, I guess I have to. Just don't disappoint me when I go all out. Kevin leapt to the ground beneath his feet cracking as he landed. His dreadlocks lifted, suspended by the sheer force of the energy he was charging. Sand and debris scattered as his aura grew more intense. Gabriel wasted no time. His skin began to crack and peel, revealing pure fire beneath. The orange flames shifted to an ominous blue, his body now a blazing manifestation of raw power. How's this? Gabriel growled, his voice a deep, rumbling echo. Kevin's eyes gleamed with wild excitement. Now we're talking! Show me what you've got. The two warriors charged at each other, moving so fast they became blurs to the naked eye. Explosive shockwaves erupted with each clash, black and blue energy crackling and colliding in the air. In just 30 seconds, they exchanged a blinding flurry of 88 blows, each strike powerful enough to shatter stone. Both fighters eventually broke apart, stumbling back to catch their breath. Kevin wiped the blood from his lip, his grin unbroken despite the pain. I don't care if I'm tired. This is fun. Gabriel grimaced, glaring at Kevin. His flame form flickered as he reverted to his normal state, his body bruised and bloodied. How is he still standing, he thought, frustration boiling over. Raising one hand, he began to summon his final attack. This ends now, Gabriel declared. Above his palm, a miniature sun formed, its brilliant orange glow quickly shifting to a dangerous blue. The surrounding winds howled, pulled into the vortex of energy. Kevin's smirk faltered. That's a sun, Holy shit. He raised his hands, electricity crackling between them, forming into a pulsing sphere. The air grew heavier as the two charged their ultimate attacks. Suddenly, a voice echoed in Kevin's mind. "Waden, is that you?" "Yes." Kevin's eyes widened in shock, but he kept his gaze locked on Gabriel. "How are you?" "Samasu is near. Be wary." Kevin's breath caught. That means... Before he could finish, an enormous force struck the ground between the two fighters, sending shockwaves rippling outward. Both were thrown backward, their attacks dissipating as they steadied themselves to face the newcomer. Smoke and debris cleared, revealing a third figure stepping forward, a man with an aura of pure malice. "Wayne," Kevin growled, his tone laced with venom. Wayne glared at them, his black aura swirling ominously. "You two make me sick. So much power wasted on childish pride." "A man without pride isn't a man I trust," Kevin shot back, electricity crackling red with his rising anger. Wayne's lips curled in disdain. "People like you abuse power. You fight for nothing but your own egos. It's time to change that." Wayne's shadows coiled around him, his transformation taking shape. Horns emerged from his head, and his eyes turned completely black. Across from him, Gabriel reignited into his full blue flame form, while Kevin's aura burned brighter, his electricity shifting to a deep crimson. The air itself reacted violently, splitting with lightning and roaring with thunder, as storms and earthquakes erupted around them. The three warriors stood at their peaks, their power shaking the very earth. The forest became a battlefield of gods, their clash inevitable. Who would emerge victorious from this apocalyptic showdown? Only the chaos of their conflict could decide.